Repeat or revenge? We are here, the Fight Talk crew are going to be discussing Jorge Linares against Anthony Crolla this Saturday in Manchester. I've got Sam O'Reilly, the founder of the Fight Talk movement, and Adam Noble-Forsey, the other third of the trifecta. How we doing, boys? Alright, Sam?
I like that, the third of the trifecta. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm very good.
Good stuff, Adam. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. Thanks for having me on.
Good. Hey, you're always welcome on now, mate. You're always welcome on. Yeah, so busy weekend ahead in Manchester. A couple of mad weekends have just passed us by, boxing-wise. I guess the question is, first of all, repeat or revenge? Nice and simple. Let's keep the R's rolling out. Repeat or revenge? Sam, what's your thoughts on the fight, mate? What was your thoughts on the first fight?
Well, I'm a massive Anthony Crolla fan. I have been for a long time. Even when he was getting beat by people he shouldn't have been, and drawing fights he shouldn't have been, the Derry Matthews and things like that. But I've always had a little soft spot for Crolla. He won his world title on pure guts. He's a very good boxer, don't get me wrong. He's not. I don't think he's elite. I think he showed a tremendous heart. First of all, to come back from what he came back from, he nearly died. And he could quite easily have had his career ended, but he come back, he won a world title, and then he made a defence against, I think it was Barroso, where he took a barrage of punishment and came back and got the finish. So I'm a Crolla fan. I want that stated on the record. But he's not as good as Jorge Linares. Linares is different for me. He's a different gravy. His hand speed is insane. His flashy combos, technically, I think he's superb. So I can't see Crolla beating Linares even at the second time of asking.
Sam O'Reilly says Jorge Linares is a different gravy. Love that. Yeah, I think it's hard to argue with that. I think Crolla's a people's champion, isn't he? I think that's probably the best way to describe him. He's an everyman's champion, and the fact that he's fought back from some difficult times and some difficult results. He lost against Derry, fights like that where he lost, and obviously that crazy situation where he tried to save his neighbour getting burgled. He chased the guy and he ended up getting, I think, his skull fractured with a concrete slab or something fucking insane like that.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, no one does that. No one does that. Well, where I live anyway, no one. If someone was breaking into my flat, no one would give a shit.
Yeah.
He's a good bloke. You're right. I think you're right. He's a people's champion, and I think that proves that he's a good person. They use the term "have a go hero." I don't know why that is. I don't think he planned on doing it. It just took his. You know what I mean? His instincts kicked in. And he tried to be a good person and nearly paid for it with his life, I think. But in the boxing ring, I love him to bits, but I don't think he's as technically good as Linares.
I've got a funny feeling in the other corner of this debate, Mr. Noble-Forsey is going to have some stronger feelings towards Jorge Linares. We spoke about it before, mate. You're a massive fan.
Yeah, I've got Linares easily in the top 10 pound for pound rankings. I think he's an incredible talent. Obviously, Crolla does have a very small chance. I agree with Sam. I think he's going to win quite comfortably. And actually, in the first fight, I thought Crolla was dead on his feet in one of the rounds. I think it was one of the mid to late rounds, and he looked. His head went down.
Yeah.
Linares just kept hitting him. If that was anywhere else in the world, that fight would have been stopped. I think. Crolla was sort of moaning to the referee quite a lot. Things like that, so that doesn't fill you with confidence. But Kevin Mitchell was beating Linares, in my opinion, which was a great fight.
Yep.
Until he got stopped with a cut. So I don't see too much difference in ability between Kevin Mitchell when he fought Linares and Anthony Crolla now. So the thing about Anthony Crolla is we've been saying he's probably not going to win when he fought Barroso. Perez was sort of a bit of an unknown because not many people knew much about Perez, but there's a small chance that he'll have to knock him out, which could happen. Linares has been dropped before, so there's a slight chance, but I think Crolla will have to start looking at the other lightweights who are signed up with Matchroom after this fight, after he comes off a loss, sadly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think everything you've said is spot on. I think for me the question I've been trying to ask myself is, why did Crolla want the rematch, and what does he think that he can do differently? Because no disrespect to Crolla, he's got a heart the size of a fucking watermelon, but he's kind of limited technically. Is that unfair?
No, it's not. I don't think it's unfair.
Compared to Linares, it's not unfair, no.
So why?
No, you're right.
So why then is he? Do you think he's taking it just to? Is it a kind of battle with himself to try and prove a point to himself, or do you think he honestly believes that he can totally change his tactics and win this fight? Because he's not winning the fight using the same tactics.
I think the rematch was already set before they even had the first fight, because Linares, he's based in Tokyo, isn't he? I don't think Linares would make as much money as he would fighting Crolla in any other fight in the world. Like, even if he fought Mikey Garcia in America, I think there's more interest in British boxing, and there's quite a bit of money in British boxing at the moment. This isn't pay-per-view either. This is just a fight night on Sky Sports as well. So I think that shows that this is where the money is now. We're lucky that people like Linares, only boxing fans really know who Linares is, don't they? And no one else really knows who he is. Even a lot of boxing fans haven't seen Linares fight that much.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we're dealing with here. What would you do if you were Linares? Would you go and fight Mikey Garcia for less money in America, or would you come to Manchester with an amazing atmosphere? Let's be perfectly truthful. I don't think Crolla deserves a rematch. But he don't really deserve this rematch. It's another good opportunity for Linares to make some good money. Straight after the fight, Linares was like, "Yeah, I'll do the rematch. Of course, I'll do the rematch."
Yeah, but that's why Linares is taking the fight, right? We know everything you said is spot on, mate. That's why Linares is taking the fight. But I'm just interested. Like, I know it might have been prearranged, and I know Crolla will probably get paid handsomely for it as well. But do you think Crolla believes he's got what it takes to turn the tables and win the fight?
I think so. When you've been smashed around the head with a brick or whatever he was smashed around the head with, Linares doesn't pose much of a threat. Anthony Crolla is quite used to being in this position. Even at the beginning of his career, he's sort of been the underdog quite a lot. Even when he fought John Murray, most people were expecting John Murray to win that fight.
Yeah.
So, you've got that to take into account as well.
Yeah.
I have a theory. Me personally, I know you look at the money and stuff that Linares were, but if Crolla hadn't have taken this rematch, who would he have fought and earned the same kind of money?
Terry Flanagan.
That fight is not happening, no matter what. Frank and Eddie's little spat that they have and the dislike, and now the cross platforms, I don't see the fight ever happening. So,
I don't.
Outside of Flanagan, Man City against Man United, blue against red, which I want to see, and I would have preferred to see that than the Linares rematch, just because I believe that it's a more winnable fight for Crolla, and I'm a Crolla fan.
Yeah, it's a good point actually, Sam, because another thing, if Anthony Crolla had a world championship as well, there's a little bit more chance of Flanagan Crolla happening, but he's not got world titles anymore. I don't see him if he beats Linares, he's not going to be looking at Flanagan. No one really knows who Flanagan is. I think he's class, Flanagan. I think he's one of the best fighters in the country, but it's like Frank Warren said in an interview a while ago, he was saying, "Oh yeah, I want to do Crolla v Flanagan on Sky pay-per-view," and everyone said, Eddie Hearn, Sky said it's not a pay-per-view fight. So again, it's just more obstacles. I agree with Sam. There's not really any way that fight can happen unless Flanagan loses his world title and Crolla is looking for a fight with someone. Then maybe they'll do it as sort of a save your career fight, but it's not going to happen anytime soon.
What about? There's one aspect we haven't mentioned, and Joe Gallagher. I'm not a fan of Joe Gallagher. I'm going to put it nicely. I'm not a fan of him, right? And some of the comments that come out from him in the build-up to the rematch are fucking ridiculous.
Well, I've not really heard much, mate. What are some of the comments?
He went on radio and said that Sky's commentary was biased towards Linares, which is crazy because Crolla's a Sky fighter, and if Sky or anything, they're definitely not biased towards the away fighter. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's.
He also said in the original press conference, he had a little rant. Do you remember the little rant he had? If you really care about Anthony Crolla, don't be phoning him, asking him for tickets for this fight. Get them from elsewhere because he's too nice, and he'll just say yes and be running around giving you tickets. And be blaming Crolla giving tickets to people, and it's embarrassing. And Gallagher,
it's part of the job, isn't it? I don't know any fighter that doesn't have to work hard to sell tickets.
Well, he probably doesn't have to, but he might do because people he knows for years have been supporting him for years. So why shouldn't they get? I don't know. It's just weird. I think Gallagher's unravelled a little bit, and he's clutching at straws. And listen, he might be part of the reason the rematch is happening. He might have said to Anthony, "Look, if we do X, Y, and Z in this way, and we don't do this and that, you can win this fight." And has put it in his head that everything wasn't right the first time round.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous comment from Joe Gallagher. Any fighter in the world would be jizzing their pants if their phone's non-stop ringing, asking them for tickets. That's just stupid.
Yeah.
On many levels.
See that was the first press conference when the rematch was announced. And I remember watching it thinking, there's no wonder most people think you're a knobhead, mate.
Can we just clarify?
Most fighters would dream to be in that predicament. That's just... Anyway.
Can we try and reach out to Anthony Crolla for an exclusive and see if he did in fact jizz his pants? I feel as though...
Joe Gallagher said he's a very nice guy, so he probably advise us.
Yeah, well, that's interesting, Sam. A couple of weird quotes there. I think Joe Gallagher seems like quite a grumpy gentleman at times. But I think you can't argue with the fact he seems quite loyal to his stable, I think. I think he obviously wants these guys to do well, and I think any excuse or any slight advantage he's going to try and give his fighters. And if he thinks that was one of those occasions, I'm sure that's probably why he said it. But it's obviously something that none of us can really fathom.
You haven't really put your prediction out there. You've been very keen to throw it out there. You got it right with Hay Values. You got it right with Frampton Santa Cruz. Who are you going for, Linares Crolla?
Me?
You.
Oh, sorry, I forgot I was the only one that got those two right. I'm going to go Linares to stop Crolla in 10 rounds.
I concur.
Yeah, I agree. Unfortunately, as much as I'd love to see him do it, when that Whitney Houston $1 million song kicks in, mate, I just like he's got a happy little face, Crolla, isn't he? He's a likeable geezer. I like him a lot. But I think he's out of his depth.
Yeah. Well, that's the main event. So that's that one done. Next fight on the bill, we have Brian Rose and Jack Arnfield.
That's not a great chief support, is it?
No. Rose, well, I don't really know what to make of Brian Rose. He seems a bit of a nearly man for me. I know Macklin beat him
I think he's English title level at best.
Yeah, Macklin beat him in his last outing, didn't he?
He's had one since then against a young foreign lad. I think a young journeyman came over and took a beating after the Macklin fight somewhere.
Yeah, so Macklin was his last fight. Yeah, I'll be honest, I've not seen a lot of Arnfield. What do you boys know about him?
I know he used to train with Bobby Rimmer, who trains Brian Rose, obviously.
Yeah.
But there's a bit of sort of local derby beef there going on, I think. But I'm really not that bothered about the fight, to be perfectly honest. I'll watch it, probably.
I watched Arnfield. He was on ITV4, wasn't he? You know, the Robbie Davis Jr. fight at the end of January.
Of course he was, yeah.
Do you remember? Yeah, he fought, who did he fight? Mickey Hall, something like that. And he was, I think he looked alright. I remember watching it and thinking he'd done alright. He doesn't really set the pulses, you know what I mean? He's not that exciting of a fighter. I think the fights on the undercard are very much geared up to a non-pay-per-view card where the majority of the money is going to the main event.
I agree fully. Let's just talk about, because I'm excited. I'm sure you're both excited as well. Lawrence Okolie, mate. Okolie's out the cage. Hashtag Okolie's out the cage. I'm interested, man. He's fighting. So he's fighting Russ Henshaw in his debut, who's got a winning record, and who gave Isaac Chamberlain a bit of a test in his 5th fight. And Okolie's fighting him in his 1st fight. That's pretty bold, man.
I don't know if he's still fighting Henshaw. You know, Henshaw got knocked out last weekend, right?
Oh, no.
He got knocked out last weekend. In the first round, he got sparked out. I think it was by Massey.
Oh.
So I don't believe he can be the opponent. I may be wrong. Listen, but I'm pretty sure that's the correct. Okolie is now looking for an opponent.
That's a crazy.
To find someone that Isaac fought again.
That's a crazy fight to take for Okolie. That Massey one must have been in for a while, because that Okolie fight will be big for him. What do you make of Lawrence Okolie? Did you watch him in the Olympics? What do we think of the professional pedigree, the transition? He wants to make a quick start. Adam, what's your thoughts, mate?
Well, in terms of the British Olympic fighters, he was the one that impressed me the most. Actually, I thought when I watch Olympic fights, I don't really look at how good they are in the amateur scene. I'm trying to pick up on what can they transfer to the professional ranks.
Yeah,
because there is a big difference. Obviously, it's the same basic sport, but there is a big difference in the way the fighters approach the fight. But yeah, I was really impressed with him. I thought he, like, we know the judge scoring at the Olympics was a bit of a joke, but I'm excited about this guy. I think this guy could go all the way. If you compare him to a lot of sort of on the cusp sort of cruiserweights, I don't know. If you compare him to someone in terms of ability, to someone like Marco Hook, I know it's going to be a while until he fights someone of that caliber, but I don't see him being miles off Okolie. I'm really excited about him.
Really? I don't know. I haven't seen enough of him regarding his power. I don't know if listen, he is a specimen of a man. If you see him, I've seen him a few times at the workouts and presses, and he's a unit, to say the least. Whether he can carry his power up to the pro game and to the higher level of the pro game, who knows? But cruiserweight isn't the strongest division, is it? So
I think it's better than it has been, the cruiserweight division. If you look at right at the top of the list.
Domestically, looking at big.
Domestically.
A year or two, there's not really many big names or tough, really tough fights. And I'm pretty sure him and Isaac are going to avoid each other. There's no.
Yeah, I'd like to see him now. In a couple of fights' time. I'd like to see him fight maybe like Wally Camacho.
Yeah.
Be a good test. I expect him to win that.
Yeah.
But, Camacho's been about a while. UK there's not loads of cruiserweights, are there? There's a couple coming through. There's a guy from Pontypridd in Wales who was fighting in Southampton. I can't remember his name. Jemay Asser, I think his name is.
Okay.
So there's some big dudes in cruiserweight who can cause some trouble. But if you look at Lawrence Okolie, I think he will sort of tear through the British scene in about 7 or 8 fights. So I wouldn't be surprised if he fights for a world title in less than 15 fights.
Wow, yeah. I could see that. And I think the big thing for me is you can tell that Sky are backing him massively as well. They've got him hooked up with a JD Sports deal. They've got him out this weekend, obviously, and I'm sure they're going to start getting him out more frequently. You might even see him starting to do an Anthony Joshua-like British tour, where they kind of unveiled him at loads of different British cities and got the crowd all behind him and stuff. I mean, I believe he's a Hackney guy. Am I right? Yeah. So and his debut's in Manchester. So you would think that they're maybe going to try and tour him about a little bit, try and get people on the bandwagon and try and get people behind him. But like Sam said, he's a massive, massive guy. And I'd be interested to see his power, because a lot of these domestic cruiserweights, the one thing we spoke about before, Sam, is a lot of these guys aren't really stopping people explosively when we look at the fights. We've seen Camacho fight Wheeler. Good fight. Like crazy fight, back and forward. But there wasn't really a time where somebody got caught with a massive shot and went down. It was more like a barrage of shots, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. You're right.
And then you look at
looking through it. Yes, that's the thing. You're right. Who has that power domestically that next level? Because I don't think we've seen many yet.
Nah, and I think that's why Bellew was able to just move up and totally clean up. There was no competition for Bellew in the UK when he stepped into that division. It just became his almost straight away.
But William, it looks like, I don't know, just from looking at sort of Coley's build and his size and things like that, he might, in a couple of years, it's a good chance he'll be fighting at heavyweight.
Yeah.
That surprised me.
That's not a bad shout. So Coley makes his debut this Saturday on the card. We don't know who he's fighting. That's a shocker for me. I should probably have done some research about Henshaw.
Don't worry about it.
That's just what I'm pretty sure. I mean, I haven't got my computer in front of me. I'm at work, as you know, but I'm pretty sure I'm right there.
Sam O'Reilly keeping the rail safe. Shout out to Paul from Sam's work as well, who made a guest appearance. Cheers, Paul. What else we got on the card? We got another Joe Gallagher fighter who I quite like, Marcus Morrison.
Yeah, he looks good. Again, he's not really fought anyone, has he?
Nah.
But yeah, he needs to start stepping up. He looks very good. How many fighters has Joe Gallagher got? He's got about 10 different. Paul Butler's moved over to him as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So, maybe he's stretching himself a bit thin.
But he's took in Butler and he's lost Quigg, bear in mind, so that's a...
Hasn't he? Yeah.
Quiggs went to the wild card. I don't know. I think he's been there a few weeks, but he's a very polite gentleman, so I don't know if Freddie Roach knows he's there yet. He's probably just floating about. Listen, Scott Quigg seems like the nicest guy in the world, man. Hopefully that's a good move for him because he's a talented fighter.
Hosea Burton's on the card as well, isn't he?
Hosea Burton's coming back after that war with Frank Buglioni.
Mr. Buglioni, your mate.
I don't give a fuck, man. Frank Buglioni's the best looking guy in British boxing. Deal with that, Frank, you handsome bastard. Burton's come. I thought Burton looked really good in that fight, man. How long are his arms? He's got the longest arms.
Yeah, I thought I was a bit disappointed with Burton because I've been sort of anyone who'll listen. I've been saying, this guy can go real far. But Buglioni showed, experience.
Yeah.
It counts for quite a lot at this level. I think another example when Ricky Burns fought that Cyril Rekic, who's a good fighter.
Yeah.
I actually think in terms of ability he's better than Ricky Burns, but experience pulled him through.
Yeah, no, that's a good shout. That was a tricky fight for Burns. That was a rough one. So I mean, other than the main event, there's not much going on with the card.
Katie Taylor's out again, isn't she?
She's fighting a former world title challenger, I believe.
The household name of Melina Kaleva.
So I was looking today at the women's rankings, right? And in that division, Katie Taylor's division just now, the woman who's ranked number 12 in the world, guess what her record is?
Not 3-1.
0-2. 0-2, mate. She's 12th in the world.
Oh, Jesus.
This is an issue. I've got a big issue with, not that I've got a problem with women fighting or women's boxing. I think it's great, but Matchroom said they're only going to sign one woman fighter. I don't know what the deal is here with Katie Taylor. She's going to come. I think she's going to come unstuck at some point because surely Matchroom need to sign other female fighters that can fight Taylor or be involved in a future match. Granted, there aren't that many female fighters to sign, but it's kind of a bit weird. It kind of feels like lip service from Eddie Hearn towards women's boxing.
It's almost an empty gesture, isn't it? They're going to let her go out there and fight a few times. They're probably going to let her steal a world title off a woman who should never be in the same ring, and then.
Right. How many times has Katie Taylor fought now? She's had like 12 fights already, hasn't she?
Nah, like
every weekend.
She's had 4, I think. Is that right? Something like that.
Three.
Okay.
You know, I do a Katie Taylor impression, don't you?
Oh, you do the best Katie Taylor impression. Listen, let's finish this on a Katie Taylor impression, and then we'll just sack it off after that. Right, here we go, ladies and gents. Manchester this Saturday. Anthony $1 Million Crolla faces Jorge Linares. It's going to be a great fight. Tune in. Check out the website www.fighttalk.net. It's the only place to be. Content content. Now over to Katie Taylor. Thanks for listening.
I forgot the accent now. The nerves have got to me.
Ah, you bottled it.
I've got it. Thanks a lot. I'm very excited about fighting you. And then way to fight Manchester.
Katie Taylor, ladies and gents. That's an exclusive. Have a good night. Cheers.